My name is Alexis Miller, and this is Cisco Pilates. And with me today I have Rebecca and Lindsay and Adam helping me with a basic mat workout. You might want some props. I have here a yoga strap, a TheraBand, and also magic circles. If you have anything like this at home, you can even use a belt. We might use it for your hamstring stretches. So I'm just going to put those out of the way for now. And most importantly, I want you to know that if something hurts, please don't do it. That is the #1 rule here. So Lindsay has a little shoulder injury. She will be making some modifications on some things. And Rebecca has a hip replacement, but she probably won't need to modify anything. Adam, I think, is probably okay. Okay. So we're going to start seated. And Lindsay, we'll have you face that way, and you guys can face front. So sitting on the front edge of your mat, please. And bottoms of your feet down. And you'll hold on underneath your thighs here just for some half roll backs. So take your feet together and your knees a little bit apart. And I just want you to tilt your hips under just a little bit. So it's like you're rolling back just barely above that tailbone, and then you come back up. So we're creating a curve in your low back. So again, go hips under, tailbone under, and back up. And I do want you to keep holding on to those thighs for now. Hips under, nice, and back up. And when you come back up, you can kind of keep a little curve. You can keep hanging back slightly in that stomach. So you do want to feel your stomach working here. Hips under, and back up. And if all of that feels okay to you, you can let go with those hands and reach them palms up. So maybe try that. And if that starts to get into your low back, you just grab back on. So these are called half roll backs, and they're a great prep or option for your roll-ups and your rolling like a ball. So everyone go back there and stay now. This is going to be a little ab warm up. You're just going to take those arms down and up. A little down, up. Good, you can go at different speeds too, and if you feel you want to go back a little further, like I think Rebecca, you can go back a little further. Yeah. Good, and then come all the way up. Yes. Okay, good. So that we're going to come back to something like that. So lie down on your backs now, please. We're going to go into the Pilates 100. Bend your knees into your chest. Give your shins a little hug. Good. You can rock side to side if you want, if that feels good. And then there's several positions we can do for your 100. This is a pumping and breathing exercise. So you're reaching those arms down by your sides. And then you can go tabletop, that's an option, or you can go straight legs up. So go to where you are used to working for your body, and then pick your head up, look into your stomach, and we're gonna pump those arms strong. So we go inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. Exhale. Squeezing those legs together. Exhale. Nice, good. Inhale. Exhale, pull the stomach in deeper. Inhale. So if at any point your neck bothers you, just rest your head and keep the rest of your arms and legs going. Inhale. Good, pulling that stomach in. We're halfway there. Pull that low abs in deeper. Nice. Squeezing those legs. We have 2 more breaths. Keep reaching those arms, curling up. Last time. Exhale, pull the stomach in deep, hold it there, and then rest your head. Nice. So we're going to try some roll-ups now. We're going to go legs straight down to the floor. So you might want to scoot back a little, Rebecca. I think we are good here with space, legs tight together. So breaking down the roll-up, the first thing you want to do is grab the sides of your legs. All right, so I want you to try here, pick your head up, and then roll up to sitting. And if that is not an option for you, you can go back to those half roll backs that we started with. When you roll up to sitting, you'll curve, drop your head. Yes, right? And then we're gonna go hips under to roll down. So she takes her tailbone under, and then you go arms up to the ceiling here, and everyone stop right there. So just take the arms up to the ceiling and stay. And then here I want you to think about these ribs going down, right? So it's your lower ribs, and you have to imagine that I'm sliding my hand or foot underneath those ribs and you're pressing down on them, right? And you want to keep those guys down. Yeah, exactly. And then let's try that again. So we go arms forward, grab the sides of your legs for a roll up. Now sometimes your legs will fly up when you're doing this. So what you can do, and hips under to roll down, is you can put a weight on your legs, you know, a cat, a small child. You can hook your feet under your couch is a good option, or a chair, like a heavy chair. Do another roll up. So there's several ways that you can work with that. And again, if this is not possible for you right now, don't worry. Just do the half roll backs that we started with, and you will gain the strength and be able to work up to a full roll up. Let's do just one more here. Good, stretch, drop your head, reach forward, pull that stomach back. So if it's easy for you to fold in half over your legs, like it's easy for Rebecca, she's pretty flexible, I'm gonna make her pull back more with her stomach. And if it's hard for you to fold over your legs, then you can keep kind of stretching forward if you feel like you're a little bit tighter, right? And then you're gonna roll all the way down, hips under, roll down, and stay there now as you take your hands down. And I'm gonna give you guys a variety of props here just so people can see some options. So let's give, Rebecca, you can have a magic circle, you can have a TheraBand, and you can have a yoga strap. And we're gonna go left leg first, up in that strap. You don't have to use the loop, you can just go there. Yeah. You can also slide down so your head is on the mat, that might be nicer for you. And here, if you're particularly tight, then you might want a pillow under your head. I think all of you guys look pretty okay here. I like to put that magic circle or strap around the ball of the foot if you like getting more of a calf stretch here. If you don't want that, you can put it more on the heel, and it might target your hamstring a little more. So you can hang out here. You can move your legs side to side if that feels good. If you're really tight, you might want to bend this other leg, and that might help feel a little better if you're feeling extra tight today. All right, let's go ahead and switch legs. Take that hip down. Yeah, good. So either on the ball of your foot or on the heel, whatever you feel like feels good to you today. There. And then you can take that leg side to side if you want. Let's get off your toe there. Yeah, there we go. Just make sure, when you're holding on to something stretching like this, make sure you're not grabbing the shoulders, right? Shoulders and neck can relax. Good, and then take that prop aside. You can just put it somewhere next to you. We'll get rid of it there. Yeah. Okay, good. So take your left leg back up. I like to start left leg first to confuse people. Arms down. Okay, so again, you can have your other leg bent if you want, and if you're tight, you can do that. So we're gonna go across the body, and then make a small circle around and back up. So across the other leg first, around and up. So there's a lot happening in this exercise. I want you to push those arms down, push the opposite leg down. Good, you can reach these arms a little bit more. And then reverse your direction. So you're trying not to let those hips wobble side to side, right? Dig your right heel down. And then we have to find some stomach. Low abs. Okay, good. Bend that knee into your chest, just give it a little hug. So sometimes we feel quaddy in that exercise, so it feels like it's a lot of quads. Then you can soften that knee just a little bit when you're circling it. Okay, try the other side. Take the other leg up. Good, so we're gonna go across the body, circle around and up, and circle around and up. Good, so pressing this other leg down, right? We're trying to get her thigh down here, that heel down. Ribs down, this is hard. Yes, and then breathing, of course. There's a lot to think about here. Reverse your circles. Good, and find those low abs, pulling in deep. Nice. Good. And rest. Take that leg in, bend it, give it a little hug. Good. And legs together, and do another roll up to come up to sitting. So grab on, chin to chest, roll up if you can, or you can roll to your side and get yourself up to sitting if you can't do a roll up. And then bend your knees and scoot forward to the front of the mat. We're gonna hold on underneath your thighs for a little rolling like a ball prep. So I want you to pick your feet up and just hold your balance there. All right, make sure you're not using your shoulders or your neck, and your eyes are down looking into your stomach. You're finding this little curve like we did in the beginning in your half roll backs. And I just want you to rock back another inch and back up. So you're just taking that pelvis under a little inch and back up. Yeah, just a tiny bit back and up. There you go. So you should be feeling some low abs here, right? Maybe even keep these heels in closer to you. Good. Yes. That's it. Yeah. And you can pull your stomach back more away from those thighs. That's it. Good. So now if that all feels okay to you, you can go ahead and take it into a little roll to the lower part of the shoulder blades. Don't go too far back. So back, and then you come back up. So this is called rolling like a ball. Yeah, come back up, Rebecca. Okay, back up. Yeah, good. So we don't get stuck back there, right? So go ahead, back and up. So we don't want to roll like, if you feel like you're rolling like a brick, like a square, then we need to get that pelvis under more. You guys are all doing a nice job here. There's no square rolling. Sometimes we get kind of crooked. So I think bring your left hip more forward when you come back up. Yeah, that's it, like that. So backing up. And if this feels good here, then you can try holding the front of your shins, right? That's gonna be if you're if you're not too tight in your hips and hamstrings and your low back, then this could be an option for you. It's gonna be a little harder. You have to keep those eyes down, eyes on stomach. Yeah. And if rolling is not feeling good or it's not for you today, then you can just do that little balance, the little inch backing up. All right, and everyone hold your balance at the top, stay there. Yes, very nice. And put your feet down, scoot your butt back a little bit, and then we'll lie down for your ab series. So we're gonna start, this gets a little confusing with the hands. So we're gonna go left knee into your chest, and the right leg is up to the ceiling. So options are, you can just hold on underneath that thigh, particularly if you have a knee problem and you don't want to pull that knee in too tight, then you can do that. Otherwise, you go your outside hand all the way down to that same ankle. So left hand goes to the left ankle, and then the opposite hand goes to the knee on that same leg. So it's outside hand to ankle, other hand to knee. Curl up, look into your stomach, and you change legs and hold there. So just stay and try to make sure you have outside hand to ankle. And you can probably go a little lower, I think, Lindsay, and get your tailbone down a little. Yeah, and then change again. Nice, and change. Right, and change. So this is your single leg stretch, it's called. Change. Let's bring those guys right to the center line. Change. Good, change. Good. Nice, and last one. And then bend both knees in. You can rest your head, turn your head side to side if that feels good. And we'll go on to your double leg stretch. So holding on to the front of the shins or under your thighs, depending on what feels best on your knees. We'll go everything up to the ceiling. So it's arms and legs up, right? And then your head is up too. So you're looking into your stomach. Yes, so hold it there. Yes, that's great. I think you can go a little lower, Rebecca. Nice. Now bend your knees and the arms go down, and let's go to your shins with those. To the front of the shins, but we're not going to pull those heels in tight. We're just kind of staying with those shins parallel to the floor. Everything up again, arms and legs up. Reach those arms. Good. Exhale, bend. Arms go down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Good. That's nice, Rebecca. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Good. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Go up and stay there. Hold it. Look at your stomach, eyes on stomach. Good. Hold. Pull that stomach in. Yes, and I like that. You can hold on too if you need to. Right? Good. Rest. Okay, so the next one is your single straight leg stretch. Right? Again, rest your head as much as you need to if you need a neck break. Take your legs up. I want you to hold your left leg kind of up high. Try to grab up high if you can. The other leg's going to go down a little, so it's going to kind of split. All right? Hold it right there. Yes, and then just really pull that stomach in, and you're going to focus on straightening that leg you're holding on to. Yes? And then switch legs. Hold that one. Stay there. Really pull that stomach in deep. Yes, shoulders down. Nice, and switch. and switch. Nice, and use your stomach as you switch. Really look into it. Hold that stomach in deep. Good, and switch. And switch. And switch. And then 2 legs up and hold behind your legs, behind your thighs. There, yes. Yeah, hold behind your thighs first. Good, so take a deep breath in there. And exhale, pull the stomach in deep. And inhale. And exhale, pull the stomach in. Good, one more time like that. Inhale. Exhale, pull the stomach in and rest your head. Good, and you can bend your knees. Okay, so this is double straight leg stretch. We're gonna do a next step of it. So 2 legs up again, still holding on, pick your head up. And now on your inhale, I want you to lower those legs down. So inhale, lower the legs, and exhale, bring them back up. Right, so there's a few options here, inhale, lower, for modifying. And this is a really nice way to protect your low back more, is by holding on to those legs. It also helps with diastasis if you have a split in your abdominals, which is common in women who've had babies and in athletic men. So it's really important to not let that split increase. You want to hold on to those legs, so that really helps. Good, so now, same thing, but if you can, hands behind your head, right? And you lower and lift the legs there. We don't want you to ever feel this in your low back. Remember, if it hurts, you don't want to do it. So if anything does not feel good, or if it doesn't feel good in your low back, you just grab back on. All right, can you curl up more? Yeah, good, and pull those low abs in more. And then come back up like that. Yes, and go down, and up. Nice, and one more time, down, and up, and rest. Good, bottoms of your feet down. Let's take your hands behind your head, and let's take your feet together. And then curl up, look into your stomach. Good. And we're just gonna twist to the left and hold it there. Yes. So we wanna take your left armpit off the floor as much as possible if you can. Yeah, and if you wanna hold on, you can too. And then switch. Other side. So stay right there, that's great. Yes, and then change. Lift your upper body. Yes, so remember to lift between sides, right? And change. Lift. Yeah, that's better. Good. Rest. So this is your crisscross. We're going to add to it now. You're going to take your left knee in and your right leg up. Left knee and right leg up in the air with that right leg. There you go. And then you twist and you hold there. Good. And try to get up off that left armpit. Good. And then change. And notice that they're only twisting their upper body, so we're not letting that lower part of the back get off the floor. Change. It's a really upper body twist. Yes, that's it. Change. Nice, you guys. One more time each side. Change. And change. And rest. Okay. Did you feel things? All right, so stretch your legs down. This roll up is going to be a little trickier because we just worked all your abs. So grab those legs, pick your head up, do a roll up to sitting. Good. Take your legs as wide as your mat, so not too wide. And you just reach those arms straight out in front of you. And if you're tight in those hamstrings and it's hard for you to sit up straight like this, you can prop a little pillow underneath your hips. I think everyone here is okay, but if this doesn't feel good for you at home, you can do that. So lifting up tall here, it's like you're up against a wall, but you want to pull those ribs in. So if she lifts up tall from her front, her ribs are going to pop out. So you pull those ribs in, drop your head. This is your spine stretch forward. So you peel off the imaginary wall and just stretch it forward. And again, similar to your roll-up position, if you're really flexible and you can lay on top of your legs, I don't want you to do that. I want you to think of pulling that stomach back and then stack your spine back up. One vertebra at a time. So when you get all the way up there, you're still pulling those ribs into your back. And squeeze bottom to lift taller, but don't lift your front ribs. Pull those ribs into your back and drop your head and curve forward. And then stack it back up. Good, 2 more. Squeeze bottom to lift, pull those ribs in, drop your head, and stretch it forward. And you can even pull those toes back. Make them really parallel, nice. And then roll back up. Pulling those ribs in, and one more time, lift up tall, drop your head, stretch it forward. Reach, reach, reach. Good, and pull that stomach all the way in. Pull those ribs in. Shoulders down, and rest those arms down. And that is your basic mat. That's all in the basic exercises. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.